everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game. We've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Brady's Patriots going up against Ryan's Falcons. With that, let's send you to Atlanta now, where Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis are on the call.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New England Patriots and the Atlanta Falcons. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. Here's New England defensively. Last year, the #1 overall defense as far as points given up goes, and they've got a lot coming back in 2017.
Now, they certainly do, and let's go back to the Super Bowl. Trey Flowers, who was their leading sack guy in 2006, he had 7 in the regular season. He was a monster in the Super Bowl against Atlanta. He's back there for them. How about Dante Hightower, linebacker? His first Pro Bowl in 2016, and then just moving on back to the secondary. Devin McCourty, the guy who quarterbacks him back as safety, he's been to the Pro Bowl as a corner and as a free safety.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. That one good for 14 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Fresh set of downs here. The play clock's running down. They'll try and run for the first time with Freeman. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Goal line, everybody really on offense. They were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Ryan surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And we roll now on the offensive starters, and everybody always loves to talk about Gronk.
And wouldn't a lot of teams love to redraft right now? This guy went in the second round. Yet no matter what, you've got a game plan for him when you're opposing him.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it third down.
Easy. Like 20.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run again with Blount. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, 84 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
And his kick is good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out come the Falcons now. They go back to the air here after the INT. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's second down. Second down. 2nd and 10 now. Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And now it's 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And Robinson with a big catch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. So Ryan out, getting looked at on the sidelines. And they'll turn to a guy with plenty of experience in this league, and that's Matt Schaub. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
plays like this when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here's Schaub. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence. And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is. And I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant in just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
So the D-line's going to spread out. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And they're definitely showing blitz here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Finding time. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this 1st quarter. They come up in an offset eye. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. All right, different topic here. 2018, the Super Bowl, traveling north, far north to Minneapolis. Early predictions for that one. Who you got?
Well, you know, everyone's still waiting in the NFL for a home team to play in its home stadium, right? So could the Vikings be that team? I'll start in the NFC, and I'm going to say no. I think Seattle starting to get near that maybe last run with their defense. But Earl Thomas returns. I like Seattle coming out of the NFC. How about you?
Well, I'm actually going to take a Dallas Cowboys NFC title run. I think that they came so close this year, probably most talented going into next year.
I like that one. Well, in the AFC, I'm going to go with a team that if they improve their defense and their quarterback stays healthy, they could be that team, the Oakland Raiders.
Okay, I'm going dark horse. Cleveland Browns. Let's go.
Hey, from worst to first.
52, 55, 63, 20.
Brady will try again on second down. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They come out here in the eye. Now Brady. Buying time to his left. On the slant, he gets it to Gronkowski. It's a pickup of 19, and it'll give the Patriots a first down. And I put my first tally mark next to the Brady to Gronk counter here.
I think it may be the first of many, because once they get going, look out, things tend to snowball. Tom Brady trusts Gronk as much as any receiver I think he's thrown to in his career, and it's evident when you see that.
That's saying something.
That's saying something right there, but he's earned it.
Brady now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Brady again here on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Gronkowski the intended target, and it's fourth down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Detroit!
Now Schaub. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. but sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you, and maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Here's Schaub. Finding Gabriel complete. And they're going to get this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline. It's kind of interesting. L.A. a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to L.A. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles.
Less culture shock.
Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition that still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. NFL teams last year a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4. They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
When you have a guy who has mobility, bootlegging him out of the pocket is often a big-time call, especially on a 4th down play. It gives him a run-pass option.
Yeah, but it's also gutsy, right, because you're exposing your quarterback quite a bit.
There's no doubt about that one at all, because on the bootleg, you've got to hope that the defensive ends or outside linebackers take the fake. If they don't, they're often right in the face of the guy trying to exit out. Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
No. Check. Patriot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Aldrick Robinson, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brady going underneath to Blunt. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Brady throwing on second down. Steps away. His throw incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that brings up fourth down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now Shaw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will... be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Brady now on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Let's look ahead for a quick minute. We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams in Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between...
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. We'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Now a carry for Blunt. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A gain of 3, second down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And not great starting field position here for the offense. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now Ryan on first down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 93 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Brady to throw on second down. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Brady. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put
Yeah,
in.
didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Now Blunt. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Brady going to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. He's got Fuller. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Ryan. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Finding Gabriel complete. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to move.
They'll come out in the pistol. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They toss to Freeman. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Ryan. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Bryant's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Blunt, the lone running back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Brady. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. And now it's second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Blunt. And a cut to the left sideline. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2.
They gash him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do and make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything.
That he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Dion Lewis punching it in from a yard away. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Ryan. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Even score late in the fourth. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. Now it's Ryan. Throw right side, complete to Williams. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A gain of 6 there on first. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Second down and 4.
Let's go. Kill. 58. Kill.
It's Freeman, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Freeman, the lone man, in the backfield. Now Ryan. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's Ryan to throw. Robinson's got it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here in a tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
He got 29 yards. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal.
established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man.
Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out with one back and 3. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. If that touchdown puts them up 6, I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Back to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. He's back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one.
Get up!
One last shot for Ryan. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.